Hello everyone. So this new video, it's called the Peter Klijssen Connections. So what do we have here? We have here on the base, the basic is the main connection between Peter Klijssen and the DJ HEVI Levi and Swish, which is no longer here in the country. Those two people, especially HEVI Levi and Peter Klijssen, they had a relationship already for a substantial number of years. Generally, what their main relations was, beside a friendship, from the point of view of business transactions or other things, it's something that I don't know pretty good the basic, but I know that they may had some cooperations, not too much. Beside the things that Mr. Peter Klijssen, which is a kind of a very shrewd conman, he wanted very much to be involved in many things, you know, like people will know that he's involved in this and this, like he knows people here and there and there and there and there. That is his main strategy when he was trying to catch innocent people for his nasty plans to take money out of people. The thing is that I knew Peter Klijssen through HEVI Levi since a few years ago through the Facebook. I also approached him about my interest in music and maybe abroad, and he always used to tell me, as I said, he always used to tell me that people that he have let them heard my voice from his connections, etc., which now I know that most of it and a big part of it is just lies. And but they said that yes, he has a great voice, but there are too many young singers, and the world is full and fed up, not fed up, but full too much with young singers, and that's what they looking for, etc., etc. And also different times when I used to talk about it with him, about what I'm looking for. Let's say if I needed some connection or looking for something in the Far East, in the Philippines, or something else, he always was jumping on the carriage, you know. Oh yes, I know this here. Oh yes, I know this there. I will ask for you, and etc., etc. But always, you know, always beside his first jumping on the carriage, like showing that he knows people. In every field and in almost all over the world. Amazing, huh? But after a short time, oh yes, I asked there and it cannot help you, I asked there and there is no interest in something like this. So that was the main connection already for about 3.5 years, something at least. And also once I told him that there is something through the mail that I got from someone who wants me to take care of a big substantial sum of money, and that, which was I also knew that was another different kind of conman, and he as a conman, he warned me from that person. And okay, but suddenly out of nowhere, since about like a few, like 7-8 months ago, suddenly he approached me and he said, "Oh, Danny, listen, there is something marvelous, one lifetime opportunity. There is this possibility of some people, I know many people, dancers, singers, artists approach me because they know that I have a lot of connections. And each one wants me to try to help him. Well, there is now a possibility. And this possibility, the window will close in just a few days. So if you want me to help you, I'm willing to invest 5,000 euros. You will invest 5,000 euros. And then I will be the person, I will take care, I will be in charge of all the things to try to put you in music in Holland. So, but you need as soon as possible to send to me 5,000 euros, so I will begin to work for you, to do things for you, to try to make connection with someone that makes songs and this, etc., etc. And I was very much surprised. I don't know why, but the red lights didn't appear in my mind, didn't light up in a very strong way. And he also made a contract for me, which also the contract, that miserable contract to the internet, was supposed to light up red lights for me. It was very, very, very unreal in many ways. I also approached HEVI Levi, which I knew Peter Klijssen through him. HEVI Levi that is now had this song with Chio, the Spanish guy from Acoja Ba to the Eurovision, from the new star to the Eurovision contest, a reality show, and HEVI Levi made a song with him. Now HEVI Levi wants to make 28 songs one song in every day with 50 artists, and etc., etc. So I approached HEVI Levi and I told HEVI Levi, what do you think about Peter Klijssen? Should I transfer him the money? Like, he's pushing me to transfer the money. So he told me that from his activities with Peter Klijssen, he thinks that I can be in peace almost 100%, that from all the things that he did with Peter, there was never trouble. But he didn't specify the one curious thing that was that when I was at his studio before, not the one that he is now, and I told him about that, he said, "Oh, I didn't know that Peter offered you something like this." And then he called Peter, and he told me that in the beginning, Peter was a little angry, a little mad that I have told Shlomi about this. So that was another red light that should have lighted in my head in a very strong way, because if it is such a legitimate way and everything was like you kosher, yes, everything is honest, why would you wanted to keep it a secret from HEVI Levi, which you are a friend of him, so a substantial number of years? And this, of course, didn't light any red light at HEVI Levi's head, and he told me yes. But HEVI Levi told me yes without thinking if there was any action that he himself gave money or a substantial sum of money to Peter Klijssen, and which there was not such a transaction in such a suspicious way between him and Peter Klijssen, and still he told me that I can trust for almost 100% Peter Klijssen. And also the way that Peter Klijssen wanted it to be transferred just in a few days, very quick, very fast, because otherwise all this possibility of business will not be anymore actual, and I will lose, let's say. So in our situation with me, which is a complex situation, especially now, which I have to take care of a very serious illness. I'm now in treatment. And of course with my mother, which is an Alzheimer at a very advanced stage for 9 years. And she's also the last 2 years getting her food through a tube, and she's not anymore in connection, and she's how do you say? Practically, this is not living. But, and also Peter, after I transfer him the money, he was in our house. He saw, and already for numerous years, he knew before everything that I'm dealing with and all the troubles with me, work, financially, music, and with mother and the caregiver which is staying with us. He knew everything, and he still didn't. Is this kind of person, you know, a professional thief or a professional conman? It doesn't. They don't have, you know, they don't have a soul.